Kat Matthews, congratulations to a really great day today. Second in the world. Is it already there? Can you feel it?
I think I'm starting to. It's still so unbelievable, but yeah, it will sink in long over the day, I think. But yeah, I can't believe it. Yeah.
Because nearly everybody was talking about that you gonna make this podium. Was that a kind of pressure? I talked to your coach, which is also our coach from Power and Pace, and he said she's ready for it. She wants it. She wants to win this race. And you looked when you came out of the water, it looked really like, and then like you wanted to show something today.
Absolutely. I had a good swim, really good start, but then settled into the pack that I wanted to be in. I even tried to take the lead at one point, which is probably a bit silly. I'm not very good at sighting. Yeah, and then the bike had a little bit of issue in transition, but caught the gap up quickly. And I just felt like I felt powerful and excited and like ready to race. But I think I went a bit too hard at the start, and so it made for a very painful bike for the rest of it. And then I guess since, the second half of the bike and every single step on the run, even from the first K, I was in pieces. I really didn't think that I was going to be able to. Yeah, it was one of those days where it was just the hardest thing I've ever done, and I just can't understand how the mind can do that. So I was ready to win, absolutely. I've been thinking about it for months now, like this idea, the idea, I've been trying to get it into my head that you have to really believe it and be brave enough to really believe it, to actually do it. You can't just rock up and be the best. Like you really have to have, it's more than physical, it's mental as well. And so I didn't want to be in the race and not really, and have this mental barrier to it. So I think, yeah, but second today to Daniel arrived, she thrashed us. Pure class.
And it was close. Anne Haug was coming from behind, and did you recognize that it got really close, and then it went bigger again?
Yeah, after the first lap, I think, or even 10K or something, it was like, okay, Anne's going to catch me, fine. I honestly, like I said, the first K, I was like, I didn't think I was running well at all, but I managed to hold a steady pace for actually the whole race. And I think perhaps, like Anne said, she maybe went off a little bit too hard, and I think we got down to maybe a minute and a half. But then I pulled it back out over 2 minutes, and then somehow I held it, and I don't know how I made it up that last hill without walking. But even then, I got to 2.5K to the finish line, and my calf sort of went like into that like true cramping spasm, and I was like, uh-oh. And I was like, she's only 2 minutes behind, but I didn't even know if I was going to be able to finish, so I slowed it right down, and I was then so scared that she was going to catch me and I'd lose it all for a little calf cramp. But yeah, my hamstring and calf have been cramping for the last 3 hours, so, but yeah.
What would your physiotherapist say about it?
Probably that I wasn't able. I tried so hard to get enough hydration and salt in, but I guess not hard enough is one element. And the other element is, yeah, I've had a really low run volume for a month now due to, I'm not making any excuses, but just like facts, is that due to a bit of a niggle. And so I think just the extreme conditions of the bike and into that run, my muscles just weren't ready to cope with it, and they weren't good enough to be running at that pace. So maybe my mind prevailed, but the body was up.
You mentioned Daniel Rief, and you mentioned the bike. Looks like there's a new dream team in town for rocking the bike course.
That would be really cool. I mean, the fact that she considers me good competition is like a dream. It's a bit ridiculous. I'm so excited for her that she's back and feeling good and healthy. It's like, it's just so great to race against one of the best when they're on form. I've wanted that for the last couple of years, and it's just, yeah, it's cool.
So nearly top of the world. You have great plans this year. Tell us what are the next steps for you?
Not nearly. There was a good chunk of time between me and Daniela. But yes, I'm racing the sub-8 in a month's time. So next couple of days is going to be complete recovery mode after a bit of a party, hopefully, and then just build into sub-8 for a really good marathon, hopefully off the bike. And then I'm hoping to race, obviously, like Collins Cup, and perhaps one of the other PTO races, and then into Hawaii. Now I've qualified.
Congratulations. Thank you.
Thanks so much.